Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a new episode of Eve Echoes. Thank you guys for being wonderful. We are growing, and that's all thanks to you. Please remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy what we're doing here, because today we are going to take a look at yet another some more recycled material, but it's actually good. It will provide you with an insight if you didn't manage to test it out in the pre-release beta, and of course 100% you couldn't test it in the OBT because corporations were not introduced in the OBT. They were present in the pre-release beta. I had some time to toy around with the corporation feature. Didn't have time to toy around with the alliance because, hell, didn't get enough farming done. But we're going to take a look today at how to create your own corporation, what does it imply, and how exactly, I don't know, what can you set up and what could you aim to do with said corporation. Now, remember, the Eve servers have closed. We are waiting for the launch, which will come mid-August. So until then, please join me in watching this guide. Hope it will be good for you all and for anyone that tries to set up his own corporation, be it for mining, hauling, or null-sec or low-sec PvP, PvE, whatever floats your boat. So let's dive into the guide. So, corporations, what do they represent? Well, if you have played other MMOs and you are familiar with the term guilds, corporation is basically the same thing, but they're a specific thing inside the EVE universe, and it's basically a group of people banding together under the banner of a single group of ruled by one CEO. The CEO has powers to give rights. The corporation can have one office or multiple offices, can set standings, and can do a lot of stuff. And most importantly, can band together to form wars. That's the most important. And can band together with other corporations to form alliances. So today we are going to dive in a bit into the corporation panel to see how we can create a corporation. Let's see if we have the money. No, we do not have. To set up a corporation you need 200 million ISK, but there's also a feature called a mortgage corporation. What that implies is basically you're creating a limited feature corporation. Before we get into creating a new corp, I'm going to show you guys how to join a new corp, because that's also a feature present in the corporation panel. So you can basically have some filters. The filters are pretty decent. Whenever someone creates a corporation, basically sets these markers for everybody else to see or to find the corporation that someone would like to apply to. So you can basically set the region in which the corporation operates. You can set the language. Is also set by the corporation CEO. So if I would like to join an English-speaking corporation based in Europe, I'll just have to insert the filters. And additional filters include stuff like markers for either the corporation has been flagged for PvE, PvP, mining, or just industry altogether, or stuff like that, or sovereignty. It's a tad complicated. There's so many filters that you can choose from. It all depends on how the corporation CEO basically set their markers to be found by others. Of course, you could very well be adding markers such as PvP, but you'll just all sit in high sec doing whatever. So people are probably gonna leave the corporation once they find out that there's no PvP going on. So be mindful of what you set, because people are going to apply basically on that criteria. Here we can see the offices. We'll be able to set up our own office. So this is the corporation creation screen. Of course, you can see the instant creation of 200 million ISK. Now, with the Mmorpg Corporation, you basically get a limited, let's say, limited on features and what you can do until you pay off the entire sum. That the 20 million that you pay for the mortgage to create the corporation will not be deducted from the final amount that you need to pay, meaning you won't have just 180 million ISK left to pay. No, you still have to pay the 200 million. Basically, this is to prevent spammers from creating corporations over corporations over corporations. Once you start creating one, you'll have to set a name for it and a corporation tag. There's a bug here. I'm not sure if they're going to fix it or not. The corporation name clearly states 14 characters, but for some reason the back-end code of that field, 14 characters, refers, or sounds, or I don't know, refers to Chinese writing. So as you've seen, I've already inserted some not that long names. That Angry Unicorns, I don't think it was 14 characters. If it was truncated. So you have to pick something small, representative, and the corporation tag, and that should be that should have a lot of meaning, because anyone from space that views one of your corp mates will basically see the corp ticker or the corp tag. And here we get to set a description. Let's write some blah blah blah. And here we select the region that we are operating in and the language, the mainly spoken language inside the corporation. And of course, we have the markers. We can check them. Remember, to pick them intelligently, because people will find your corporation based on these markers and will apply. And if they don't match what you're doing, then people will leave. And now we get to see some features here. We've got the corporation mail. We've got the set offer mail. So this is basically going to be sent whenever someone applies. Here we can set the announcement that everyone can see when trying to join a corporation and will find yours. Here on the diplomacy panel, this is actually very nicely set up, because in EVE Online you basically need like skills of an IT guy to manage all the roles and all the stuff. Here is made pretty simple. You have to search for someone, and you can basically just add him as a neutral, friendly, hostile. Oh, sorry, there's no neutral. In EVE Online, you had the neutral feature, because people neutral, as compared to people with no standing at all, they're different. They should have different meaning. Here we have no neutral. So we can add people to the friendly, we can add people to the hostile. Oh, we found the Goon Swarm Federation. Nice. So they're in the game. We're gonna have loads of fun. Of course, you can pick corporations for the standings. You can also add alliances, either as friendly or hostile, even when you're just a corp. You can also do this when you set up your alliance, and that has a different set of permission. And I think alliance standings override the corporation standings, I believe. Didn't manage to form an alliance because lack of ISK. Didn't manage to farm that much. Other than that, the menus around here are pretty straightforward. You can also delete and reset some standings if you like. You just have to click on the ticker on the right or the left side, and you basically remove stuff either from hostile or from friendlies. Moving onwards, there's some interesting buttons here. One of them being, nope, not this one. Let's see, we've got the, oh, this is it, the corporation wallet. And we've got several divisions. They're basically not working here. This is a known issue, and they will fix it. Also, no withdrawal from the corp wallet. But you have to donate, meaning you give money willingly to the corporation to prosper or to do something with the money. And of course, as you can see, when you are in Mmorpg, when your corporation is basically leased and you don't have the full features unlocked yet, the corp wallet is at minus 200 million. So you can't do anything until you pay your debt. We also have the Plex, so people can donate Plex quantities, Plex items to the corporation, and the corporation can basically, I don't know, use them or assign them to other people that might benefit. Remember, we've talked about corporations or alliances granting Omega clones to people who prove themselves worthy. So here we go. We've finished completing our corporations. Of course, we can also rent an office. Unfortunately, when you try to rent an office, the amount should be deducted from the corporation wallet. But of course, we cannot do that. As you can see, we have 71 million available. We cannot rent an office space. Basically because our corporation wallet is on a negative value. What can you do when you rent a corporation office? You basically gain access to the hangar, the corporation hangars, and with that you can store stuff in there, and you can give rights to other people to access. You can have multiple divisions. That allows you to play around, like to give specific sets of permissions to mining, the mining division, and they can use a one corp hangar or the PvP, so people can grab ships and start flying and pew-pewing stuff. So that's pretty much it on how to set up your own corporation. Be mindful not to waste the ISK. I'm not sure if you'll have to pay constantly to keep your corporation alive, or just is that one-time payment. I guess we'll see when the game launches. I already have corporation to join because I'm a part of the opposing force. So I don't know, I guess I'll see you guys in space. Probably this will be the last tutorial because we've left out of content. But we'll find some other stuff to film and talk about, EVE related or other games related. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Cheers.